The DJI Mavic 4 Pro is here. It's sleek, it's powerful, and it's arguably the most advanced prosumer drone that DJI has ever released. But if you're watching this in the United States, you've probably already realized something. You can't buy it. Now, when you're done watching this video, I hope you have a better understanding of why that is. Now, a few vendors have a pre-order option, but with no actual dates in sight. And DJI has stated they are not sending drones to these vendors. These vendors are somehow planning on getting these drones from somewhere else. And also, you can't buy them directly from DJI, and nobody knows when they're going to be available on that site. So many people have been blaming DJI, but to assume that DJI is intentionally restricting sales in the United States of their most anticipated drone in years it's asinine. And while theories are flying, from supply chain issues to tariff complications, the truth is a little more complicated and a lot more political. So I know I tell you I don't like to talk about politics all of the time, but here we are again, and today we're diving deep into why the Mavic 4 Pro is being blocked from US buyers, what role Customs and Border Protection and the Department of Commerce are playing, and how the conversation around DJI is tied into international surveillance, human rights issues, and an ongoing tech Cold War. So let's begin with what the Mavic 4 Pro brings to the table. This drone is an absolute powerhouse. A 4/3 Hasselblad sensor, beautiful 10-bit color depth, improved low-light capabilities, longer flight times, and an overhauled obstacle avoidance system. Add to that the next-gen 04 Plus transmission system with extended range and stability, and you've got a platform that's not just iterative, it's revolutionary. But despite its global release, the Mavic 4 Pro is conspicuously missing from the US market, and it's not a coincidence. Shipments of many DJI drones, including the Mavic 4 Pro, are reportedly being blocked at US ports by Customs and Border Protection based on guidance from other government agencies, including the Department of Commerce. So, what's their reasoning? Well, it comes down to two core allegations: national security threats due to potential data transmission to China, and DJI's alleged involvement in surveillance programs tied to human rights violations in China's Xinjiang region. So let's take a look at those one at a time. First, the national security claim. This idea has been floating around for years that DJI drones might be capturing sensitive imagery or location data in the United States and then sending it back to the Chinese government. But to date, no verifiable public evidence has been produced to confirm this. Now, if you ask some zealots, their default is to continue to reference something that was discovered back in 2017. That, however, was addressed quickly by DJI, and there has been no issues since that time. Every single claim about compromised data has yet to be verified or made known to the public. It's all conjecture based on what could happen. DJI, for its part, has implemented a wide range of safeguards. They've introduced local data mode, which prevents any internet communication during flights, and even released a special government edition firmware created in partnership with American cybersecurity firms that locks down all external communications. But despite this, the fear has persisted, and it's influenced everything from military procurement policies to import restrictions like the one blocking the Mavic 4 Pro. Now, the second issue, DJI's alleged role in human rights violations. In 2020, the US Department of Commerce added DJI to its entity list, which restricts US companies from exporting technology to them without a license. And the reason? DJI was accused of providing technology to Chinese security forces used for surveillance in the Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region, where the Chinese government has been widely criticized for detaining over 1 million Uyghurs and others in re-education camps. According to the Commerce Department, DJI's drones and imaging tech were used to facilitate these large-scale surveillance operations, which raises major ethical and geopolitical concerns. Now, it's important to note that DJI has denied any involvement in these activities, stating that their products are intended for civilian use and that they do not control how their technology is applied by third parties. But regardless of DJI's stance, the US government's position remains firm. And that's why we're seeing this wave of restrictions, including the current import block that's affecting the Mavic 4 Pro. And this brings us to the core of the controversy. While protecting human rights and national security are unquestionably important, many in the drone industry feel that the actions being taken lack transparency and are punishing end users, photographers, filmmakers, emergency responders, first responders, without a clear path forward. And what's even more frustrating for pilots is the lack of alternatives. American-made drones have yet to catch up in terms of camera quality, flight performance, and software stability, pretty much in every way. And the few options that do exist are significantly more expensive, sometimes double the price for less capability. That leads some to believe that this is not just about ethics or security, it's also about protectionism. By sidelining DJI, the world leader in drones, the US is trying to give domestic manufacturers room to grow. But here's the reality. Until those manufacturers can truly compete, American drone pilots are caught in the crossfire. Now, some have found creative or even questionable workarounds, like importing the Mavic 4 Pro through overseas contacts or resellers in Canada or Mexico. But that comes with some risks, like shipping delays, warranty issues, and the possibility of seizure by CBP at the border. Others are simply left waiting, unsure if or when they'll ever be able to fly DJI's latest flagship drone. And let's not forget the broader implications. If a consumer product can be banned without public evidence, it sets a pretty dangerous precedent. The drone community deserves answers and options. So, where do we go from here? Well, if you're concerned about this, and I've said it before and I'll continue to say it, let your voice be heard, write to your representatives. Also support organizations like the Drone Advocacy Alliance. Ask for clarity, not conjecture, when you reach out to your representatives. Demand that decisions be made based on verifiable facts, not political fear. Because at the end of the day, drone pilots want to fly. We want to create, we want to work, and we need tools that help us do that safely, securely, and without being pulled into the gears of international policy battles. The DJI Mavic 4 Pro may be grounded in the US for now, but the fight to keep the skies open for everyone is just getting started. Click that thumbs up button if I provided any information of value today. Share your thoughts in the comments about how you think this is going to play out. And then finally, consider becoming a channel member so you can have access to bonus content and help this channel continue to expand and thrive. I appreciate your consideration. Have a great day, everyone. And as always, fly safe and fly smart.